Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to Steak Saturday, episode 11, brought to you by Warcock Productions. Thank you guys for joining us for episode 11. This has been actually pretty fun to do.
Heck yeah.
Little hobby of ours.
Yeah.
I got some random piano music playing because I was watching Saturday Night Live where Zach Galifianakis was hosting.
Oh, dude.
And his monologue, he's like, I want to sit at the piano and just talk about myself. And it was hilarious. Just listening to him play piano music at the end. So I could have had that idea for this. So thank you for joining us. We don't really have a specific topic to talk about tonight. Usually we try to talk about something. We talked about ex-girlfriends. We talked about heroes. We talked about villains. Earlier we were eating our delicious steak that I made this evening. It was a very nice cut of ribeye food with a baked potato.
Baked potato?
It was the first time making baked potatoes, and it turned out pretty good. I'm okay with the baked potato. Next week, we might not have a side at all. We might just do the salad. I think we're going to try to do a little bit more healthier options than going with something like a potato or a bread or something like a salad.
I mean, in my opinion, the steak stands alone. It doesn't really need anything.
I don't think so.
It's a good steak, but the ladies always whine about...
people will come over and they'll be like, what else are you having with the... I'm like, it's a pretty big piece of meat. I mean, what else do you need, really? So you can take down this old 96er of a steak. And I don't get what you're worried about having.
These steaks that Theo gets are the plate. Yeah. They are as big as the plate. It is a huge steak.
Yeah.
And
sometimes they're really thick.
Sometimes they're thick as hell.
Which makes me have to cook it longer. But I like. Anyway, it's just something I love doing every Saturday night. Anybody who watches this, you're more than welcome to come. Here we live in Fort Collins. Hit us up if you want to come join Steak Saturday. Everybody's welcome. But you got to let me know you're coming by at least 2 o'clock in the afternoon. If you don't let me know by 2 o'clock, you're not getting a steak. So, yeah, that's fun.
That's when the chef goes and gets his fresh ingredients.
Gets the fresh ingredients. My instant mashed potatoes. Which I don't mind those because they're pretty quick to make. But I'm excited about the salad thing because you can just buy the bags.
Yeah.
Just pour it in a bowl.
Bag of salad.
Yeah, and put your stuff on.
Maybe some bacon bits, some croutons.
Some cheese. Yeah, it sounds delicious. Make a salad bar out of it.
Heck yeah.
Although there's a lot of stuff on a salad bar I don't use.
Yeah.
There's nuts and shit.
Mm-hmm. No.
And then
berries.
Olives?
You ever see berries?
Yeah, berries.
Or fucking grapes
or
something?
The only place is a restaurant just down the street. I don't want to name its name, but because they're not going to sponsor us anyway,
unless they give us
some
gift cards or something.
Yeah.
Come on.
We'll say their name all day long.
Yeah.
But it's one of the few places that has a salad bar here in Fort Collins, and it's delicious. I like it. I like going there. But there are like cottage cheese. There's a thing in cottage cheese.
Cottage cheese on a salad?
Why would you do that?
Who's doing that?
I have no idea. Olives. There's, there are different types of dressings. I get that. There's like seeds of some sort. I don't know what that's about.
Some seeds in your salad?
I don't know. It's weird. And then the fruit things, fruit stuff, it's weird. Like little pickles. Everybody should know how I feel about pickles, by the way. I hate them. They look fugly, they smell horrible, and they taste horrible. If you don't know that I do not like pickles, now you do. I guess, what do you like putting on your salad? If you went to a salad bar with whatever you wanted, what would you put on it? Wow, that's really bright.
Dressing.
just lettuce.
Like lettuce. I like the different kinds of lettuce, or like the baby spinach, and like like the little baby carrots, or even like the shredded carrots. The cheese is good. Little shredded cheese on there.
So the last time I made a salad, I put the bacon bits. They had like diced eggs, like hard-boiled eggs. They diced it up. I threw that on there. The croutons. And then just a buttload of ranch. Like, I probably loaded that salad up so much it's not good for you anymore. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you know.
But I'm getting some greens in there, right? That
Yeah.
counts for something, I guess. I don't know.
It's got to be less, fewer calories than eating a potato or
That's true.
Yeah.
And
mashed potatoes and gravy.
So I'm pretty excited about the salad next week. Join us for that. Hopefully we'll do episode 12. Gosh, it's been a slow week, but
slow wintry.
I gotta be honest. Yeah, it's snowing outside. If you guys haven't noticed, but I gotta be honest. I had like this sinus situation, and I'm kind of glad we had a slow week because I could just really recover and do that. Today I'm feeling fine. You might still hear it here and there, but I don't feel too bad now, which is why I'm drinking soda and not beer like I usually do. And I'm excited to watch the NBA All-Star Saturday night. The slam dunk contest has always been pretty awesome to watch, and there's been a couple that were really lame.
Yeah.
And then we watched the one with Zach LaVine and Aaron Gordon, and that was, I think I showed you on YouTube what they did, and it was probably one of the best ones I've ever seen. And then last year, we watched that little guy, Mac McClung, win it.
Mac McClung, little white guy.
Little white guy, yeah.
He's barely just a couple inches taller than me. He's
I don't know, is he like 6 foot or something?
I think he is like 6 foot.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I'm 5'11", he's 6 foot. But when he's standing with the other NBA All-Stars, it's like...
He's a little guy, exactly.
Looks like a kid.
Yeah. Looks like a little guy, home alone somewhere. He kind of does look like. Anyway,
but he fucking brings it in that slam dunk.
Fun to watch. Yeah, he's doing it again tonight, going for his third slam dunk championship. Hopefully, he wins, because that'll be phenomenal. I was kind of hoping the Chiefs would do that for the Super Bowl, but they suck. They didn't do it.
They didn't do it.
Go Eagles, I guess. Whatever. In fact, they played so poorly in the Super Bowl, they shouldn't even have been there. Like, Buffalo should have been there. But, what can you do?
What happened to them, What happens when that,
Gosh, it's such a... That sort of thing will haunt you for a very long time.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sure that'll haunt them for a while. Kendrick Lamar was the halftime show. I don't know much about Kendrick Lamar. I don't know much of his music. I know he was dissing Drake somewhere. I don't know much of Drake either. And then he had Drake's ex-girlfriend was Serena Williams.
Yeah.
She was dancing on that thing, I guess. I don't know. I didn't really like the halftime show. It was exciting for me. The Dr. Dre one was probably one of my best ones I've ever seen.
That one. That was just last year, right?
No, that was 2
Was that 2 years?
2 years ago? 2 years ago. Because last year was Rihanna.
Oh, right.
And I gotta be honest, I'm not a big Rihanna fan, but it was kind of cool to watch.
Yeah, it's all right.
Because she actually did sing. That was the cool thing.
Yeah.
You get a lot of artists up there that just lip sync.
Yeah.
I hate that. Like Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson did the Super Bowl. He lip synced.
The most impressive Super Bowl halftime show, in my opinion, was Lady Gaga.
Because
she parachutes into the top of the stadium and lands and climbs down the whole stadium down to the
stage,
to the stage and goes out on the field. She's singing the whole time.
Really singing.
That is a fucking workout.
Yeah.
And she's singing the whole time.
Yeah.
That was...
There was no lip singing. She did it all herself. Wow.
That was a physical feat to behold.
Yeah. I'm not much of a Lady Gaga fan, but I can appreciate it.
No, but that was
I can appreciate that scenario.
Yeah.
It's pretty awesome. Yeah, crazy, right?
Yeah. Super Bowl halftime shows.
I get everybody wants to make a mark on their Super Bowl halftime show, but it just wasn't... I could barely understand what he was rapping about. It was there.
Yeah.
It's probably at the bottom of the list for me. I don't know.
I kind of feel like it was something meant more for his fans than for...
Probably.
a general audience.
Yeah.
So...
I guess who would you want to see in the Super Bowl halftime show? A lot of people have talked about, like, there are certain bands that have never done it. And then there's Taylor Swift, who's never done it. I know a lot of people would like that. Mainly the Chiefs were back in it again.
Listen, I like Tay-Tay. But,
Tay-Tay. I don't know.
I can hang with Tay-Tay, but I don't know if that's really her scene, you know?
No, it's not. But at the same time, like Katy Perry did it years ago, you know, and then I wouldn't mind seeing like a Metallica.
Yeah, that would be cool. That would be kind of cool.
I wouldn't mind seeing maybe a Red Hot Chili Peppers or something.
That would be pretty cool.
Somebody that
I don't know who goes all out and puts like a real show on, you know?
That's a good question.
Because that is kind of...
I'm getting tired of Beyonce. Like, I know Beyonce. Her music is starting to go downhill for me.
I don't know. She did put on a show with that.
It was. I wasn't really, you know, like into it.
What was that for?
It was like the AFC or NFC championship game, and she played the halftime of that.
Oh,
which meant really not much, but
that was. I mean,
it was in Texas or something.
She did put a show on for that, though. It was more than what Kendrick Lamar did, anyway.
I will say that, yes, for sure. And then she won Country Music of the Year or something at the Grammys. A lot of people were not happy about it.
I've only heard the one song off of it, but I mean, it's catchy, you know?
Well, it's catchy, yeah, but like, I don't think she's country. I would never say she's country. Like, the fact that she's in a country music category, kind of a little odd to me.
Well, listen, that's what they said about Taylor Swift when she went from country to pop.
Yeah, but
and now she is the queen of pop.
It is poppy, though. Like, her music is poppy. In the beginning, sure, country, you could tell the difference.
Yeah, well, I'm just saying, it could take... If she's, like, serious about doing country music and is going to do, like, multiple albums in that genre, I'm sure that they will improve.
Well, let's hope so. I don't know what you're doing, Beyonce. Get out of here.
There's a lot of poppy country as well. You know?
This is true. I can see it. You know, I've seen country music artists do different genres of music. Like, there was one dude that did a cover of Home Sweet Home by Motley Crue, but he did it in a country version. I thought that was tasteful. Because that's one of those songs you really shouldn't mess with, really. There's a lot of songs you shouldn't mess with. Like Nirvana, Nevermind. I was watching the Saturday Night Live thing last night, and they wanted Nirvana to play, but Post Malone sang Smells Like Teen Spirit. No.
I
was like, oh, you're just ruining the song for me.
I like Post Malone.
I like Post Malone, but in that respect, it was just not good. I didn't like it. They also had the Backstreet Boys playing, and then one guy sounds like an old man. And his voice was like, you are mine. And I felt bad for the guy. Like, oh my God. So I looked into it a little bit. And he has, like, something going on with his throat where it's a chronic condition.
Damn.
And I don't think they want to kick him off the band because he's been a member. Gosh, they've been around since the late 90s or something. Yeah.
Long time.
And I guess they're still going, which is cool, I guess. 2025. He just sounds horrible. Kudos for trying, though, bro.
A for effort.
A for effort, exactly. I don't feel horrible. Like, I don't feel it all. It just feels a little nasally, and my throat's just a hair, sore. Not much. I'm definitely on the mend.
That's good.
Like, I mean, I probably could drink beer, but I didn't want to fall back another notch,
If it comes back, it comes back worse.
Yeah, exactly. I didn't want to do that. So we're just going to keep going with the rest of the week. And Monday, we got some things going on, and we're kind of excited about it. I did go watch a new movie. And where are we at for time, by the way? We're like 5 minutes in.
17.
Oh, that's not
17 and a half. That's fine.
It's not bad. I love going to the movies. I don't know if you guys know this, but I love going to the movies. One of my favorite things to do. In fact, I went and watched Bob Marley's movie. They made a Bob Marley movie early last year, and I came back and I was like, "Yeah, man!" And you automatically knew I was going to start talking like that. But then I started watching this movie called Red Dawn, and it got me thinking about the generations and what we were prepared for, and would this generation be prepared for something like Red Dawn?
You're talking about the OG Red Dawn,
yeah,
not
Patrick
the new one.
Swayze, Charlie Sheen,
yeah. No,
Leah Thompson.
That was the one. That was the good one, right?
She was smoking hot in that show, by the way. Leah Thompson. I don't know, a woman with a big old machine gun like that gets me every day. Yeah. But yeah, it was such a phenomenon. I remember watching that as a kid. And then I started thinking about, like, what was the first movie I actually watched that I liked? And I gotta be honest, I think it was Ghostbusters. My mom and dad took me to the theater to watch this movie. I think I was like 7 or 8 years old. And I had nightmares that night. Of like Slimer or the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man was chasing me or something. And they were like, "We're never taking you to that movie again." But I remember that was a phenomenal movie. It was the coolest movie. That was probably the first movie I ever went to. Do you remember your first movie at all?
Man, the first movie that I went to in the theater.
Gosh, it's a long time ago, right?
Yeah, I don't know. But the first one that I remember is probably Ghostbusters or Ghostbusters 2 or something.
Yeah, where they were bankrupt and then they made the Statue of Liberty walk down the streets of New York.
No, not that. It must have been Ghostbusters.
Okay.
When did that come out?
It was Ghostbusters 2, where they made the Statue of Liberty. Yeah, it was the thing.
Statue of Liberty's moonwalking across New York or something.
Little jazz in her step, too. It was crazy. Yeah, Ghostbusters. Yeah, it was. I remember taking my dad to watch Ace Ventura.
Oh my gosh!
He was like, "Why? I don't need to watch this movie." I'm like, "Sorry, Dad. I thought it was phenomenal. A man talking out of his ass." Yes. Yeah,
brilliant comedy.
Yeah, he's wearing a tutu and he's acting like a football player. Put me in, coach. That was phenomenal. Yeah,
genius.
That was genius work to me. My father, on the other hand, wouldn't have it. He was an older dude, and he's such a cool guy, but I don't think he would like those movies, and I think he stopped going to the movies with me at that point.
Yeah, I don't think my dad ever liked any of that stuff either.
Yeah. But I remember my dad taking me to. We both wanted to go watch Last of the Mohicans, and that was just a phenomenal movie.
Yeah,
everything about that movie was phenomenal. From the actors to the acting to even the soundtrack was a huge success as well.
Yeah.
And how rare is that, I wonder, where the entire movie, music and all, is a huge hit. Gosh, I don't even remember now. Don't get me thinking about that now. Gosh.
They don't do that kind of thing very much. The biggest movies are like the Marvel movies. You know? Like that's
true.
Those are the high budget movies now, but like. Yeah, Last of the Mohicans was like huge. There used to be like huge movies that everybody went to go see. Probably saw multiple times, and
I've watched movies multiple times before. I think the record is 12. I think the record is 12.
That's not normal.
That's not normal. I mean, to me, when you go to the movies, it's an experience. You go and you sit down. You're not on your phone. You're away from the world. And you're just zoned into this big screen with your popcorn, your soda. Nowadays, you can order food. Your slice of pizza or whatever it is, your burger. And you just zone it in for 2 to 3 hours. Nobody's going to bother you during that entire time.
Yeah.
You're never going to get that again. Like, you can go watch that movie, and then the next time you watch it, you're at home, where you can be on your phone, somebody knock at your door, stuff like that. So I love the experience of going to the movies. And the popcorn is really what I really like about it.
Movie popcorn is what it's all on. I can
delicious.
eat so much movie popcorn.
It is delicious.
I will get the biggest tub and I can eat the whole thing.
I love it. It's delicious. Is that your wife?
Yeah, she's watching.
Nice. Hey.
I wonder if we can see.
Is there anybody watching?
Say
Hey, you know what? Actually, if you're watching this, you watch this now, you watch this later, you watch this a couple days down the road, comment anything you want. We'll try to answer any questions you guys have. If you guys want to know more about us, ask a question, put it in the comment section or whatever you want to do. It's fine. We'll try to get back to you as much as possible. And we would love sponsorships. Who wouldn't? That'd be great. Yeah, it's fun. We honestly, me and Jay, we talk about random shit all the time, and majority of that happens when we're done eating our steak, or when we're in the van, we're off to go drive somewhere. We talk about issues or funny things we've seen. Earlier we were talking about dieting because I need to diet. The carb thing, which oh my gosh. I love carbs, and I never realized they were carbs. But now that I tried to not eat carbs, everything has carbs in it.
That's when you realize how reliant your diet
carbs.
Is on carbs.
Oh my gosh, everything has carbs.
Everything good,
just everything delicious. Yeah, it's either meat and a vegetable, and that is it.
The only thing that we eat that isn't heavy in carbs is the steak.
The steaks, yes. We had potatoes, we had bread, of course.
Potatoes and bread, that's all carbs. But
all carbs. So yeah, I'm going to try and stay away from the carbs this coming week. I'm going to go back to the fasting starting tomorrow night. It's a 20-hour fast. Although we did that 23 or 24-hour fast once. I lost a lot of weight in that moment in time. That was awesome. And it's only because we were working late.
Yeah. That was not on purpose.
Yeah, we were trying to do that. It just kind of happened that way. But man, I'm such a sucker for like chocolate cake. Oh my gosh.
Oh man.
I love chocolate cake. I'm like Gabriel Iglesias, Fluffy. He loves chocolate cake. I love chocolate cake. It's one of my favorite desserts of all time. I do like a pineapple upside down cake, but chocolate cake is where it's at. In fact, there's one right there where I'm going to eat in a bit. It's going to be a thing. So I'm going to eat that chocolate cake and hopefully watch Matt McClung. His name is Mac.
Mac
McClung. I keep saying Matt. It's not Matt. It's
Mac
McClung. The whitest name.
It's
the whitest name.
Short little white dude named Mac McClung, and he's over there dunking on all these NBA players. He's not even an NBA player.
Yeah, he's in the G League. It's like the B squad of leagues.
But he just hammers out some hardcore shit.
It's pretty phenomenal what he actually can do. It's pretty cool. That's kind of where we're at. I'm going to eat that chocolate cake, and it's going to be delicious. But like I said, if you guys jump on, watch this later, whatever it is you're doing with your life, and you want to just get away for a minute, come listen to us and talk about stupid shit. If my mom watches, sorry I cuss.
Drop a comment.
Drop a comment, Mom. Tell me to stop cussing.
Yeah, yell at him for cussing.
Yeah, I know, right? But I'm excited to talk about the next subject.
The new venture.
The new venture. Somebody's at the... Somebody's at the... Roxy, cool your jets, girl. Come here. So I'm excited to talk about our next venture, and that's going to be... You go sit. Our next venture is going to be... We're going to start another podcast. And it's going to be brought to you by Warcock Productions, which is Jay's production company. He's directing this. He is doing the graphic designs. He is doing everything he can, and it's going to be my podcast where I'm just going to be talking about just straight up what is happening over there. Hey, we're on live here. Come on, guys. So Jay's doing all this stuff, and we're going to talk about my movie reviews. Like I said earlier, I love going to the movies. I go to the movies all the time. I watch movies on a regular basis. Earlier today, I watched A League of Their Own, and the ending is conspiracy. Like they were playing.
I can't believe how much this bothers you.
Go ahead. So much.
Go ahead. Get it out. Let it out.
If you're going to watch this later, you're going to go home. You're going to fast forward through A League of Their Own, and Kip, Dottie's sister, is playing for another team. And at the end, she runs home, and Dottie's got the ball at home plate, and her sister plows into her, and Kit is marked safe. Her team wins the game. Well, after looking at this a little closer, Kit, after she plowed into her sister, didn't touch home base at all.
Which in real baseball, you have to.
You have to touch home base.
You have to touch it.
You can't just not touch the base. If you don't touch the base and you run off, you're out. That's it. That's all there is to it. You're out. She didn't touch home base. She's out. The Rockford Peaches are the real champions. Okay? That's what I'm going to say.
This is a hill that you will die on.
Like, yeah, you should say it on my stone when I'm all done. The Rockford Peaches are the real champions. But yeah, I love movies. We're going to do this thing. The first episode, we're going to talk about the new movie I just went to see. And it's called Captain America, Brave New World.
Brave New World.
Brave New World. I said New World Order or something earlier. Brave New World. It just came out. I went to see it on premiere night. It was a great time. I loved it. I'm probably going to go see it a couple more times because it was good. But that's the first movie I'm going to review. I'm not going to see premiere movies every time. And so it's not going to just be a new movie. I'll probably want to talk about and review some older movies, like A League of Their Own.
Yeah.
I have a few ideas we're going to go with, and I'm excited about it. So I'm excited to do this. So if you're watching this, make sure you stay tuned for the Real Vision with Theo Blindwoman. That's what it's going to be called. Jay's, again, directing this. He's doing everything. He's doing it all. And he's a magician behind this computer. So it's pretty awesome. Stay tuned for that. His graphic design is pretty phenomenal, too. Look at you. You're doing some really cool shit with that.
For an amateur, I think it's okay-ish.
It's
been a learning process. That's what I like about this.
You're doing pretty good with it, too.
I kind of like digging into that stuff and
nice.
Learning how to do it. So it's fun.
So follow us on TikTok too. Again, Steak Saturday. It's on YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, X. We're on all those social media sites. So follow us on each of those. Comment any questions you guys have for next weekend's episode or episode 12. We'll call it a Theo's dozen right there. And you have anything else you want to say?
No, I think that we are pretty good. Just stay tuned for the new podcast,
Real Vision with Theo Blindwoman. Look for that in your social media situation. So thanks, guys. See you guys next weekend for Steak Saturday.